Hello and welcome to my Let's Play series Roaming with the Romans. This is part 34, at least I think it is. The last few videos I've been trying out a new editing technique. So I'll just discuss this for the next 1 minute or so before we get into the gameplay. So I've been trying to edit out a lot of boring parts in the videos. The problem is I've been using Movie Maker editing software, and it seems to, if I put in a 2 gigabyte file, I'm not able to save it in anything smaller than 5 gigabytes. Well, I finally figured out how to save it in, say, 2 gigabytes or so. But I was getting a lot of artifacts on the screen and stuff. So I think video 30 and 31, maybe 32 as well, was done using that method. The last couple of videos have been done using uploading the original video into YouTube and editing it out there. Now that seems the easiest solution. The problem is I also upload to a blockchain website called STEM or stemit.com or DTube. It's all the same blockchain. And the file size is too big for there. And if I do it on YouTube, I can't get it onto STEM, or it's very awkward to do that in a big mashup. Anyway, none of that really matters to you guys. Just let me know what you thought about those editing things. Was part 30 and 31 really bad? Were the parts after that better edited? Was the video quality much better? Things like that. But I'll continue to maybe play around to the end of this series and then start a new series. Hopefully I'll have set in some sort of system I have. We'll find out. Let's get to the end of this series though, because it's an exciting one, I feel anyway. Right, we're Rome, as you can see. Well, as hopefully most of you know. We were fighting the Carthaginians. We took their capital after, I'd say, about 7-8 hours of gameplay. And then we've moved on to the Ottomans. They have a cultural victory very close, although I think we knocked their chances of that out with taking this city. Let's have a look at that, actually. Where would I find cultural victory chances? Okay, Ottomans. They are dominant over everyone except us, but we have a good 10% buffer on them. Now, we've landed troops in on... Sorry, I'm doing this recap. It might seem strange to you guys, but I haven't made a video in 2 or 3 days, so it's more for myself than anything. So we have a landing party here. I don't think they're going to be able to get any farther, but they hopefully will be able to defend quite well. And the real big guys are coming in. The navy is coming in, and the plan was to take this city so we could use it as a air base to finally attack Istanbul. I think that pretty much covers everything. Just before the video, I bought a cargo ship here. The reason I bought it here and not here as my usual spot, I want to send some production into this city just to speed up this wonder, because I noticed how good it is. It gives me lots of happiness, it gives me a free social policy, and I'm going to receive culture every time I pillage tiles. All sounds great to me. Where is this guy off to? We're going to get coal soon-ish. We're starting to build refineries and the capital first, and then everyone else will have them. So we will be able to start repairing these guys in the future. For now, it's just going to be a little awkward. We might find some fishing tiles to heal off in the meantime. During the processing time, the Ottomans actually offered us a peace deal, which wasn't that. It was a good peace deal actually as well. He offered us money, gold, but any kind of peace deal would just allow him a cultural victory, I think, in the not too distant future. The other interesting thing I found is just how many people have piled on the Ottomans. This happens in games. If you come close to a victory, people will jump all over you because obviously they don't want you to win. So you can see the Carthaginians, the Aztecs, and me are all against the Ottomans. Now, we lost an artillery piece. Tragic. The tank wasn't able to go over. No, I just killed units in front, I guess, of them. I suppose we only had one guy defending. That's bad form by me. Right, how are we going to deal with this? We need to get these artillery pieces back, I suppose. And these machine gun men, they can defend themselves a little, but I'm going to assume it was a really good artillery piece as well. This is all unfortunate. Right, what can I really do? I can get one guy up there. That's the farthest away I can get that guy. He can move and hit. That could be needed. He should be able to move there. It's not enemy territory. We're not at war with this guy, although we're not friends with him. So I can understand the problem. I think we just have to move back. This was in the cards. We knew this was a possibility. I think he could probably stay the course where he is. Maybe a lot of these Sudran guys could actually. That guy's fully back. Yeah, I don't know. This is just going to be messy up here. I think I'm just going to lose troops. I'm hopeful the machine gunner can defend himself in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Oh, here's a good tank here actually. You might be able to attack through that spot. I would hope. Oh, hello. Ah, come on! No, is that a hill? I thought finally the cruiser was going to get something useful to do, but nope, it's not to be. Let's go back to sleep. Okay, the tank can move into this spot. Where does this guy go then? Just go back and heal somewhere. Maybe just go exactly there. Do I leave this guy here to die? So sure. Let's have this one heal. And we'll just move the tank back to see if he can heal a bit. I feel he's going to have a job to do next turn when they come in and attack me. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that a lot of these units might actually die. I was hoping to get more out of them than it turns out I will. I think I can stay streaming troops across. But the main focus now is the naval attack. They're not quite in position yet, unfortunately. But it doesn't look like he has all that many troops. I guess these guys are doing a good job distracting them, if nothing else. Okay, fishing boats. We will use them with the really low health ironclads. Okay, so let's plan this out a little bit. He could actually maybe just go in and get a little hit right now. Yeah, it's never too early to start hitting the city. Perfect. Okay, so I need to defend these guys. I'm a bit worried about up there. I'd be worried about from the capital. So let's station him here. The problem is the capital probably has range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd love to be able to maybe highlight. Oh, there's an idea for a future mod or an addition to it. An ability to highlight squares. For example, I could highlight 4 tiles around this city and leave a highlight for the next 5, 6, 10 turns until I turn it off. That way I would know, here's the exclusion zone for Istanbul. Try not to go into it. And I'm a little concerned about down here. You know, I think it's worth just pillaging this guy. Oh, I thought he'd be stuck in that spot. It was definitely worth it then, I think. Okay, I won't bother editing this out, but I'm just moving these units all into position. I think they might need to be just a little closer, some of them. And again, like, these guys can die. I don't have to keep everyone alive. I can pump out new troops. I would rather they didn't die. I think you're worth a heal. So this is a remembrance of the old days before I edited all this out. Maybe I could have done this and edited this out because there's not really much else to do. Let's see, we definitely need to heal him. Maybe there's a fishing tile up there somewhere. So as I said, I bought this guy mainly just to produce extra production for this city. Does that make sense? Produce extra production. What is this little gold icon? Franchise available. Yeah, I definitely need to read more about that. So I can put franchises in cities I've already built things in. I think basically I want to send trade missions to cities that don't have franchises, foreign cities particularly. They will then get franchises and let's find this thing. And this will then give me things like oil and coal, or OL, as I am now calling it. So I think it says foreign franchises. Well, for every 3 global franchises. I was assuming that said foreign franchise. Global doesn't necessarily mean that, just anywhere in the world. So I guess I can have franchises in my own cities, but it doesn't make sense that I can have an office and a franchise in the city. Well, we'll leave that for the we'll leave that for some future discussion. I think that should be most everything. I guess there's not that much to do each turn at the moment. Next turn, I think we're going to be able to hit this city by a good bit of damage, and the turn after that even more. I'm curious to see what kind of naval support he gives them. The Aztecs may have beaten the navy out of them. The Carthaginians' navy doesn't seem too bad either, considering they have so many over here. If they're able to support a fleet over here, they may have just pushed through already, and there's no navy to speak of. Let's find out. Happiness seems to have taken a bit of a battering. We had to adjust a few specialists in the capital. A golden age did dawn though, so that's I guess good news. And also, actually, let's have a closer look at the golden age, because I was curious. Yeah, I remember a few turns ago we had more points than enough for a golden age, and I was curious if we reset it back to 0 after it completed. But no, it looks like we nearly have enough points for another golden age. So I'm guessing a golden age ran out and then a new one started. What else? Nobody died. It looks like he took a battering. I think we should be able to defend him. So these machine gunners, I should keep that in mind for future, are able to defend themselves. Certainly better than the land ships are, but maybe comparable to how the infantrymen, riflemen can as well. They are looking pretty in trouble though. See, that's a bad spot for him, right behind that hill. Okay, let's you fall back if you can. We'll run him away. Like, we gotta remember, Genoa is at war with him as well, and so are the Ottomans. The Carthaginians. So it's probably not as bad as it might look. How about, you know, I might jump him into the water. We have some fresh troops coming through. We'll leave the machine gunner in the fort. I think he might be able to do a good job for us from there. Can't leave him exposed like that. Might just try and land him up here somewhere. I think he can stay where he is. He's doing, like, we have seen there is some. Okay, there's an atomic bomb. Wow, this is gonna get interesting. Speaking of which, my last video where atomic bombs were used, Never turned off was it like quick play, quick combat or something. So that's why I couldn't see nuclear bombs. I don't think I would leave it off for their nuclear bombs because it would take so much time. But if and when I build nuclear weapons, I will certainly leave it on so we can see it this time. I'm hopeful to actually take them before that happens. Go ahead, use your nuke against my units here that I've pretty much already written off. Like, I hope they don't die, but so be it. Like, I can live with it. Let's get you here. I do need some. Oh, he can't actually get out of the. Oh, he can. I do need some air cover down south now that these bombers are here. I'd like to get them down here somewhere. Light tank. So I've got to remember this guy is a archer, basically a range unit. Ranged horse, I will think of him. What is this? Oh, it's a cruiser? It's just a different... my yellow on blue makes it hard for me to see the details of the cruiser, I guess. So it actually just looks a bit more distinct over here. That's interesting. Right, I think... I'm tempted just to hit him. Like, I don't like leaving cruisers. If they can come in and do... Speaking of come in and do damage. Okay, we're going to have to forget the city for a few moments here. And deal with some of these... some of these enemy units. Although I'd really like to just start hitting the city so we can get the planes in here. Maybe these guys in the background can deal with these enemy units. No. Snitching time will save 9. Or save time? No, it could be time. Let's say time twice then. Let's see. Here. That's probably enough to get the kill, is it? Yes. Okay, fairly stupid of me again. I forgot to include the Great Admiral. Oh, he has more range than I was thinking, so I could have left him a little farther back, which might have been worthwhile because I'd like to also get the Admiral up to deal with this guy. Ooh, don't move. My finger nearly slipped off the button. Right, how about... It's a death zone if I leave him close to the city. Attack, and attack. The city, the machine gunner, everyone. So I would rather not have to do that. He would end in this spot as well. Let's see, we'll take that. I think we'll leave this. Well, it's just 3 attacks this Ironclad's getting then. I certainly don't want him to get any more attacks. Let's try and get some other... I just wanted to defend those few units there. Okay, let's just get everyone in close. Okay, he's not going to get up to that guy, so might as well attack here. Now you probably are going to get up there. Right, this leaves them exposed to Istanbul, unfortunately. But so be it. It's hopeful to get the kill there, but I don't think there's anything else I can do unless one of these is super long range or something. Yeah, not much I can do there. I think I'd rather set these guys up for the next attack. I may be putting some of these within range of the city, but I don't know if that's avoidable at this point. I've been playing a bit of Dota the last few days, so my fingers are on the wrong part of the keyboard. Crap, I forgot to move the Great Admiral up again. He could have been in this spot, and that would have been enough to kill that guy. Let's get him safe anyway. And he will go off on a pillaging mission. I don't think I necessarily need to have him that exposed. Him as well. Well, I don't think there's any way to get him out there now. Okay, so this naval situation, I'm not sure. Depends how many more come out from the south. I'll probably write him off as dead. Or him. Probably not both. I guess it would all depend on how many more troops he has. Like, we're going to do some real damage to this city real quick. Not sweeping over us as much as I thought. This is the real, what's the word for something you don't know, an unknown in the situation. I'm sure there's a famous saying for it. The atomic bomb, right there. Let's find out how that plays out. Okay, an interesting processing turn there. It's in the sense that we didn't lose any units, which is fantastic for us. And the other thing was a few of these notifications. Let me go through them here. Well, let me get these promotions. Actually, we'll skip the promotions for now. Tourism and trade. So we got a big boost of tourism from somewhere. I find that important because that keeps us, staves off defeat one more turn. I haven't looked at this, see how that affected it. It didn't really affect it much at all. In fact, they gained on us at some stage in there. But still, that's a lot of tourism for us. So a few more like that should stave off defeat, like I said, pretty much. What else? Okay, so refinery spread to Axum, whatever, wherever that is. Does that mean, okay, we now have 3 franchises. 1 additional oil and coal for every 3 global franchises. And that's for every office, I believe. Which would explain where I just got 11 coal. And I was -4. Yeah, this coal refinery never even finished. I don't even need it now in every other one. In fact, I will, at the end of this turn, off screen, I'll go through all my cities and cancel building these because they're no longer needed. But that's going to change a lot. We're still in unhappiness. Oh yeah, I wanted to fix that off screen as well. I'll get around to that. I'll maybe take a little break here in the middle before we start fighting to try and fix this unhappiness. I know we can do that now. Last video, again in the edit, I built myself some inquisitors because there's a number of cities with religious divisions. Only this was the only one with 2. Let me find that again. Graz it is. Here we go. So let me start using these guys, and hopefully that should remove the heresy. I think there was all these cities around. So 1 religious division, not nearly as much. I'm hoping this is actually changing something. Actually, I could have seen here 4, 3, 8. Let's hopefully find another 1 or 2 of them. There we go, sure, and I think this one down here as well, I'm confident of. So we're looking at 4, 3, 8. Hopefully this changes. It does indeed. It's still not getting me to 61%. I'm a bit annoyed here. Oh, we're not able to reach that city. I'd better have a quick look at these other ones, see if I can find some unhappiness. Some unhappiness from religious divisions, more pointedly. Yeah, can't reach there either. Alright, we'll just send him down here. Actually, what I will... No, I won't do an edit just to find some happiness somewhere. I'll see if I can track it down myself. So I'm looking like to take away a few specialists, but there's obviously none there. And none there. How else can I get happiness? I could do a quick trade, I suppose, with someone if I don't find anything. Okay, so removing these isn't actually changing the happiness. That's why this is awkward to do. Again there. Again there. Sorry for this tedium. This guy we might actually add an extra spot on without losing happiness. I see he has an extra person. What could you get me? A merchant, scientist. Yeah, alright, just a forge would be fine. Again, this guy might be able to do some work without losing any happiness. Yeah, I guess I'll have to find a trade deal with someone. The Aztecs might be willing. And we'll just have a quick check of these other guys, see if there's anything available for cheaper. Or even if it's not cheaper, like I'd rather spend money to a vassal than give it to a potential enemy. Here is the cheapest amount there though. What is that? That's about 11, about 15. So let's try 14, 15. Okay. Is that enough? Should have kept an eye on that number, 267. Let's go again then. Oh, that's a lot more. 21. I forgot the number. 26. Well, oh, 267 it was, yeah. I was like, how did it go up? But it's happiness, we wanted to go up. Okay, that just got it. Now, that's important to get to 61. It says above 60, but it means literally that. It has to be 61. Even though if you do these percentages out, it's definitely above 60. Well, it was earlier. That's important because we would lose 10% in each attack here, which I certainly don't want to do. Okay, so we have logistics. So we don't have logistics on this guy. He's gone out for range for whatever reasons. His own unexplained reasons. We probably misclicked something earlier. And he doesn't even have any attack. That's unfortunate. I think... yeah, I'd get the machine gunner up there, and this guy could go all the way back to heal, I imagine. I think it would be more useful to be down on the lowlands. For this guy, we want him to be able to jump in and out and hit and kill and attack and whatever. I like the way these guys are leading with their... Oh, maybe you should. Like, you should lead with your Gatling guns, your machine guns. They're very good defenders. I think maybe I'm not appreciating that enough. We'll take kills while we can. Yeah, I'm not going to try and move any of these guys forward. Yeah, we're still moving these the wrong way. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say they're the defensive. They're really just here for defensive reasons, I think now. Yeah, I do think that's probably for the best at this point. They're probably safer in these spots. They can't fortify anyway. Fortify. Yeah, remember, so they are just to distract everyone from my navy. I think he should be able to get up to there next turn. Oh, hello. Probably get away with bringing him back to heal. Carthage does need somebody in it. We'll wait a second until one of these healed guys comes back, or unhealed people. So let's go out this side to try and get the blitz. Here was one last interesting take in the notifications. Dido declares war on this series. That's impossible. They are my vassal. If she declared war on them, she'd be at war with me. This is a bug we found in the last game, and this is the first time I'm seeing it in this one. It was I was led to believe that it doesn't seem to be a bug in Vox Populi. It must be some interaction with extra mods I had. Now, for that reason, I turned off all my mods except for Infoaddict. And now, since Infoaddict is such a popular mod, I just find it hard to believe it is that interacting with it. So I'll open a new report about this, I guess. Or a post of, yeah, a report on GitHub. Or maybe she has declared war and I will be embroiled in this war soon enough. Or maybe there's other possibilities. Assyria might have had a defensive pact with someone, or she had a defensive pact with someone that has now brought her into war with Assyria. And while they are technically at war for this in-between turn moment, for them, from their point of view, it's in between turns. By the end of their processing time, if you think of it like that, if you think of me as their processing time, by the end of it, they go, "Oh, this can't happen. War over." So maybe it's a known thing. Maybe it's meant to work like that. It's not a bug. It's a I forget the saying. Feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature. Okay, so we're looking for places with these little gold things beside them, I suppose. So this has a little tick next to it. Huh. Yeah. All right. I'm still very curious if I can send one to my own cities. I have a feeling the capital's already getting stuff. So let's send it to someone that's definitely not getting anything. Like, yeah, Ravenna here. But I guess we have to wait like 50 turns or something for that. Oh no, it's shorter later in the game. But yeah, for the trade mission to end. Okay, I discussed it partially that nobody died, which is fantastic given... Obviously, he doesn't have that many more troops. So I'm just going to bring these up. This guy's fully healed, thankfully. Oh, the coal units can actually heal now. Even more than that, we can probably build more units. We have the money. Income has appeared out of somewhere. I'm not sure where or why. Let's just spend a bit of money. I would like some of these coal, these ironclads. Yeah, probably get about 4 of these out. Let's go with 5. Yeah, let's risk 5. So if these guys, again, the old classic, if they die, they die. It's not really a big deal. They have replacements coming. Speaking of dying, well, you're close. Okay, if you use one more move, I think you're stuck there. Well, let's not use another move then. I need to be a little more careful moving these. I'm gonna end up losing a lot of these guys. Sorry, when I say losing them, I mean literally losing where they are in my plans. I think I've had a bit of an idea where they're all going and where they're coming from. You're probably not gonna get all the way back, but you did. Okay, you're definitely not getting all the way back. Yeah, we still have a couple in the back line here to do. So this guy, I believe. And perhaps 1 or 2 of these guys. Yeah, alright. So right, what kind of damage did we do? Substantial. Substantial enough. Game changing? Maybe not. Actually, I guess half the entire damage. Yeah, that's respectable. And we still have another couple of guys that could come down if needed. I think I'd I'd like to get the kill on him. Definitely. I'd like to maybe... Yeah, let's go on a little pillaging. Oh, I forgot we're getting culture every time we pillage as well. Can I pillage multiple times? I can. And then let's just get the hell away from Istanbul if at all possible. Okay, more pillaging. And then just one last double check if all these guys have moved, which that looks like I've already confirmed all of them. Voyager Discovery, let's get a little bit of extra happiness. I'm the fact that nobody died at the start of this turn, I forgot to mention, gives me so much confidence. Like a fantastically placed nuclear weapon by them could change my opinion on how this game's going to work out, but barring that, or actually forget one nuclear weapon, they don't seem the type to produce more, but they could have like 5, 6, 7, 8 nuclear weapons, which could be a problem. The one thing about that is the AI is not usually willing to nuke themselves, and they'd have to nuke their own area. Now if I was them, that nuclear... Oh, we've lost vision in the city, so there probably is a nuclear weapon there, we just don't have vision in it. But if I was them, I would have moved the nuke over here, and there, nice easy nuke out in the middle of the water. Nobody gets hurt except for me. I'd be willing to nuke my own territory here if I was them, but AI, not very bright. Now, I think, was I meant to look through everything at the end of this? I guess I've already done that. I was looking for that happiness. A lot of happiness should be coming through. There's a lot of these finishing up, and this building alone I think will get about 10 or so happiness once it comes through. That's 2 turns away. Still, keep an eye on this number, 2, 8. When the end of this edit happens, hopefully that'll have gone up a good bit. Actually no, Public Works would make this one go down rather than that one go up. You'll see it a bit clearer than me because it'll have it. I must admit, I've never actually heard of this wonder, Prorara. Does it tell me something about it in real life? Yeah, maybe I should read up about that more. Anyway, what's important to us is a +1 happiness in the capital for every 2 policies. So that means I'm going to be able to spend a bit of time in my capital and add a lot of specialists, I think, because all the happiness will be there. You can see my global happiness went up 2%. I was hoping more than that, but still, that's fine. Enemy spies cannot disrupt world wonders. No big deal in that sense. And 25% culture for all our pillages. So that's going to be pretty good. Oh, and a free policies, which I see over here. Let's have a look at that then, because there'll be a bit of reading here. I'm just going to assume level 2 has something. I don't think there's anything we especially need. Like, I would like something with a bit of happiness. So if there was something great there, I might take that over a level 2. But let's have a look into level 2. Lightning Warfare. +3 movement for great generals. Gun units gain 15% attack and ignore zone control. Armored units gain 15% attack and +1. Like, that's fantastic. Like, already I'm happy. +3 happiness for every courthouse. +1 happiness. Police station. Build courthouses in half the time. I think I might only have 2 or 3 courthouses. Actually, I must have more with all the cities I've taken. Anyway, so yeah, that could be good. Production from seaports. I have lots of seaports. Oil and coal for every city-state ally. Yeah, that's fine. I have plenty of oil and coal though now. And quantity of strategic resources. That might get me a few bonuses, a few monopoly bonuses increasing. Production when building land unit. I don't think I need to produce that many more units, so no thank you. Attack bonus for 50 turns. So this is just straight up finish the game. Get out of a hard corner. This one I like. I do like a lot. 25% attack bonus, just boom. You got 50 turns to finish it. And honestly, if I don't cripple the Ottomans at 50 turns, what the hell am I doing? And once they're crippled, well, sure, Carthage is still in the game. There'll be a long fight. I'm not saying the game will be over at 50 turns, although I think it probably will be. But I should be the undisputed favourite in 50 turns. War weariness reduced by 25% and raising speed doubled. Okay, I'll just tear cities down. I think that's a winner for me at the moment. Corporate franchises count double in cities of civilizations you are least popular with. Oh, at least popular with. And this extra franchise does not count against your blah, blah, blah. I think I just go with this. Maybe this one. A lot of extra movement. I get 15% attack from most things, like guns and armor, or nearly everything at this point. That's nearly as good as 25%. And this gets me the movement speed. Let me know what you think about these decisions. Boom, I'm going 25%. But let me know what you think about that one. Oh, we're still only 2 turns away from... won't be able to get the other one. Actually, I need to build up the base again. Okay, notifications. We'll go through a bit. Usually I go through these off screen. But what can you do? And mostly also I just destroy them like this. I just go right through them unless anything jumps out. One thing that did jump, actually it's this one here. Dido made peace with Assyria, just as I assumed it would. So that war lasted 1 turn, or less probably, the processing time. I feel that's a bug. And this guy's finally finished. So let's we don't need to build any refineries. I would guess this guy is building... Oh, he must have built an agribusiness already, did he? Hey. Are these alphabetical? They are, alright. So, in that case, what does an agribusiness do again? Just gives me more food? I don't really need more food. More food leads to more unhappiness. Let's also see, stock exchange 3 turns away. We can do that then. Alright, let's line it up. Let's get me a triplane in between that, just to stop the stock exchange wasting any processing time. Okay, I'd like to ignore him and just take out this city, because again, the city is so important to me for my planes. Like, I can get those planes in there. Oh my god, I just realized I've not been defending this city. It should be fine. I think the Carthaginians are defending it for me. This is quite easily defeated though. Hell, one logistics guy in the back rank. Go ahead and take care of him. Great diplomats. I think you can probably get down and do that. Yeah, good luck. There's Carthaginians are in these wars. They cannot be too overly confident. Somebody's hitting him. I'm guessing it's Ankara. Or maybe Erdurin. I'm going to try and pronounce that one. Oh, actually, once this gets taken, I can upgrade all these guys to coal-burning ships. Ironclads, that's the name. I didn't forget that name. We'll put him in the spot that was getting hit, because I'm happy for someone to get hit there. It's no problem to me. Let's see. No more ships, no more ships, no more ships. This is game over, lads. I'm confident here. You can fight next turn. I guess let's just start tearing this city down. Maybe we can do it all in one go. Yeah. Have you already moved? No. This is a different pattern than I went with last time, just to confuse myself. I think I moved him one more than he had to be moved. This guy here. I wasn't even paying attention to how much the city is getting damaged. This is pretty much game over, isn't it? for that city at least. Have I saved myself a ship? You don't need any great strength to take it. And I think we might have a few land units to pop in around it. I'm going to go ahead and annex it. Just so I have a little more control over the city. I'm not sure how important that's going to be, but I just imagine it will be important. Okay, Rifleman, let's get him up on this hill. Oh, that's another thing I noted. There was a couple of tanks appeared around this city. Here's probably one of them. So, Istanbul is not doing well. Let's get... He's probably good enough all the way out here on the coast. Like, he's giving some air coverage from all the way back there. Let's see... Oh, we have a lot of units that haven't moved now. I think these just... yeah, these just get ready for the attack on Istanbul, please. We'll figure it out when we get there. Okay. Is there any upgrades available for anyone else? Start upgrading all of these guys. I forgot to double check if I have the money, but it looks like we have plenty. And they're asleep, unfortunately. And we're going to have a lot of new ironclads on the way through. I'll leave this Great General down here, because these guys might need help defending. Yeah, I'm very concerned about getting too close to the city. Also, these guys will need to... Look him back there. Will need to circle the city a significant amount just to be more efficient. So maybe we could start that process right now. Okay. Yeah, this might be all they have. This is this is looking really good. I don't think I can be too cocky with his life though. The Carthaginians are making good headway there. Oh, he could have probably killed him a little easier. I wonder... I don't think he could move to that tile because of the... He can only move once in enemy territory. Even though that's a hill and he gets one bonus for a hill movement, I don't think he would get away with that. I suppose I could try it though. Right, let's get cocky. Let's start moving in a bit. Mainly because I like to be able to hit machine gunners like that. I'd like to... Let's hit him enough to get the finishing shot off. So I'm going to stay in this tile and assume I can back myself up. I'm excited to see this light tank in action. Yeah, screw it. We'll stay pushing forward. These two might die. I've got to admit that. Wait, was that a healed one? No, somebody coming back to heal. Okay, that was fine. Ironclads, I'll get to them at the end of the turn as I go through all the cities to try and find a bit of happiness as well. Yeah, I think we'll get one more turn in after this. Is that everything that needs moving then? Yeah, a few of these guys will move in between turns as well. So I'll see you guys on turn 491. While I was up here, I just noticed I have an extra trade route. Maybe I should go ahead and do that. Yeah, plenty of money. Plenty of money. And maybe I'll do a quick buying of lots of bombs and stuff, bombers and things like that. Now that we have moving I forgot to move the units. Sorry, what am I doing here? First of all, cargo ships. Let's do this on screen as well. Planes. Are they all awake now? I'm not sure. Is it safe to move in here? The city still has walls. The city has half health. It has a rifleman out front, and there's no units in sight. I think I can go ahead and move some troops in there. You know, it's so awkward to move them. I'll do it in between turns. We finally developed, was it radio, I think? Yes, atomic theory is next, and I guess we need nuclear vision then to get our actual bombs. Yeah. Radio adds a few things to our list we can build. Let's finish Stockworks. Broadcast hour. Don't know why I was going to say broadcast radio. So let's get that up there. Oh, what's this? Foreign Bureau. I don't think this is something that I need to worry too much about. It's not part of my plans. What else? I guess there's a list of a few things here I've left to deal with. Promotions. I'll just go through these in order. Yeah, that's the part you want. And adopt a policy. Oh, that was the other thing. The happiness. It was at like 59 at the end of the last video. It popped up to 63. I wasn't able to find any happiness. It just popped up to 63. I finished a couple of buildings, different things like that. Is what I would explain that from. Actually, Carthage finally got its courthouse finished. So that could also be explain it. So minus 33% cost of purchasing and upgrading units. Yeah, I think that'd be very good. Unit gifts, blah blah blah. I don't. City-state gifts. Who cares? Receive culture golden age points when borders expand. Don't need golden age points. Culture would be nice. Reduce unhappiness needs. Okay, this could be the winner. Distress in all cities. Police stations and constabularies bring. Provide +3 culture and +5 production. Anarch constructed 100% more. I do like this one though as well. We only have 3%, 2% to play around with, so no, let's go for the happiness one. I think that it didn't get us. I was expecting that to get us 10%. It was one of the only reasons I went for it. Otherwise, if I knew it was only going to give me 1%, I would have gone somewhere else. Okay, we lost a tank. Oh yes, I was thinking we might lose him and this guy. Oh, good news. We only lost one of them. Before I do anything else, let's remember to leave him back there healing. So unit killed and assign delegates. So we would like to sanction the Ottomans. I'll keep an eye if the United Nations gets done, and I don't care about this one. We have most votes, don't we? Excellent. Let's just go ahead and sanction the Ottomans. I don't know how this is going to end. 27 delegates are already voting, yes. So this one's already won. We don't need to put our vote into this. What do I do then? So this one's already won. Do I want it to lose, perhaps? I think I have the production to get this through. What would I get out of it? United Nations wonders appear in the capital. 25 influence with all city-states. You have not met and expend great person. When you expend a great person, receive an additional delegate to the World Congress. Triggers a golden age as well as United Nations special session. Now, the United Nations special session, I think that would lead to a diplomatic victory and things like that. So perhaps I could go for that. But also I think it would just lead to perhaps everybody else piling on top of me. And some bad decisions come. I don't think they can though. I have so many of these. I'm going to just vote this down. Ban. I don't care. I don't care. Copper. Actually, maybe I have some copper and it'll cause some unhappiness. Yeah, I think this is just a safety thing here. Voting down the United Nations. It will take one of the pieces off the table. And that piece could end up causing me trouble. So I'd like it off the table. Yeah. Carthage can deal with this. Ooh, I'd like to get to that guy. Maybe I could get to him, actually. I think it's time to start moving forward. That seems crazy statement, given that I don't feel all that healthy. We do have some new troops coming in. I'd love to get someone through to kill him. He's not the man to do it though. We could get him up onto a hill. Maybe a crazy statement, but we're doing it. We're moving forward. Yeah, let's go all in. You move forward, heal. Oh, what am I doing? Pillaging now gives me culture. And I think I badly need the healing, more importantly. Yeah, a lot of anti-aircraft guns are going to need to be dealt with. Let's just pillage again. Are we... yeah, I could have been pillaging a lot more back here. Okay, great general. I've taken a few liberties with his life all of a sudden. One thing I guess should be considered, the closer into his cities I get, I think the less likely he will be to nuke me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he'll nuke me now because that's his city in his eyes. Whereas what he should do is take a scalpel and just cut it out. It's like it's dead to him right now. Okay, I would love some of these artillery pieces and stuff to be over here. Actually, maybe I need to start buying more land-based units because we still have quite a big war to come against the Carthaginians. They're quite strong. They're stronger than the Ottomans. And I need to get to this city here in the middle of their territory. And this one here also in the middle, like off the coast. They're going to be awkward. They're just going to take time. Maybe I should have voted for the United Nations with the idea to get a diplomatic victory. Because otherwise it's going to take forever. So I have all these... no, this is the next turn already. So we can start attacking. Let's get the Great Admiral situated, say, here. And, yeah, these guys are going to take damage, but I don't think they should be killed too soon. So we'll just move them into killing positions. Ooh, I hope these don't get locked out. Okay, you can move back. I don't think you're going to get your chance today. Or in the game. This year. It's going to take an entire year for you to get to there. Or maybe longer, I'm not sure. I must have a look how quickly the years move. Oh, my finger just like double clicked, just spasmed. I did not want that, really. Yeah, this is actually doing significantly more damage than I thought it might. Do you have the movement? No. Okay, once I get these into a bit of a better position, I think, like next turn I mean, I might be able to do this a bit quicker, so apologies. Probably get all the way back. I also might have missed a couple of double hits. I think is a very realistic chance. Okay, it'd be the last thing he did once he hit, so let's try and yeah, let's go all out. These cruisers are just are in a really awkward position. Most of them. How much are these upgrades now? They're not too expensive at all. Although they could be a lot cheaper if I'd have gone for that other promotion. And hell, let's just land there, I suppose. Now, so I think I have to do a sweep of the air. What are these guys called? Anti-aircraft gun. I want to just do a quick check on their range. Anti. So range 3. So 1, 2, 3. He is not covering the city. He is not covering the city. So I'm afraid I don't think they can attack units yet, but they can attack the city. So do an air sweep. Air patrol which encountered no resistance. Fantastic. This is what I want. So then the bombing mode, is it S or something? Or airstrike S, yes. Ah, come on. The AI is pretty good. If I click on one of the boats, it then gives me the thing in the next area. But for planes, it's very stupid. It's like it should go, okay, you're dealing with the planes now, are you? Well, let me cycle through them for you. No problem. Thank you very much, computer game. Okay, we have a lot of these guys just sitting around and not defending anyone, but I'm hopeful we don't need anyone to defend. Oh, I should have checked if we had attacks left. But, yeah, not a big deal. Okay, cargo ship. So we're looking for cities that have the gold beside them. Let's not overthink this too much. We'll just send it to a couple of our allies. I think that's everything. I will go through each of the cities and just try to eke out some of the tile movements before. No, actually, you know what? Let's end the video here. I think I'm a bit unsure how long the videos will be now with all this editing, but it's still a bit of trial and error at this point. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. I think I'm more confident now. I have the winning in this, and the fact that that nuclear weapon hasn't been used yet. He has a 6th aircraft now, so that's also a bit worrying. Still only 1 atomic bomb, so who cares? To be honest, fine. Take out these units. The boats will have you. I'll give this guy a peace deal as soon as this city's gone. Like, who cares? That will alleviate the damage from the nuclear weapons. In fact, once he gets a peace deal from this, you send your nuclear weapon over here. You can use it against the Aztecs. Oh, I need to take their city as well. Yeah, actually, this is fine. 1-2 turns away, I'll take Istanbul. Hopefully, he'll give me a peace deal not long after. I can evacuate all his territory, line up the troops ready to take. Yeah, I'll line up some troops here ready to go into Carthage. But really, I'll have to wait for my navy to come around, take this city, so I can then take Seoul. Yeah, I think this city would be perfect. It's very easy to take with boats. In fact, we might take it in 1 turn if I fully surround it and surprise attack them. Boom, we have Seoul. Before piecing out, we hold this. We move more troops down and around. We do the same on this city, although we might have to take 3 cities for that. You know, it'll take a while, but it's not the end of the world. One thing I'm considering, do I take this city first? Yeah, he has a defensive pact with Carthage. Okay, that decides it. I was thinking, take this city first, just because my units are here. And I won't have to ship them all the way across the world. I'm not allowed to build a canal, am I? With fort. I don't think I am. I'll look into that, because that might be faster. Now, it'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 forts to go across there. Whereas, how do I even get around there? Oh yeah, I sail through here. That's 15 turns. Like, that's a long time to take. Okay, I'll look into building the forts in between turns. That's the rough plan. I might even be extra heavy on the editing after we break cartridges back, for example. If it's really game over, all I have to do is like move troops around. We might just edit out entire turns, just to get through the end videos. Yeah, that might be. Again, this end of this series with the whole editing thing, trial and error. Let's see what works for future series. Thank you for watching anyway. If you'd like to subscribe button's down here. If you'd like to check out the playlist for this series, bottom right, and the playlist for the previous series, top right. That was a high kick series. Until next time, have a good one. And please, feedback on how this editing's going. What you think, any advice. Till then, have a good one. Bye.